The first tutorial I ever watched on YouTube was how to make super secret redstone entrances. So we're going to go down a list of 7 super simple super secret redstone entrances. So here we are inside of Minecraft, and we're going to be taking a look at a few simple, and keyword is simple, secret passageways here. I have them all lined up, and we're gonna go through them one by one. This first secret doorway, passageway entrance first requires you to have some glass with a too high ceiling. This may be something that would be really useful in another hub situation, because lots of people use boats on ice. But whenever you get out of the boat with the ceiling just above you, you will fall through that ice, and then you are in your secret little area. And so lots of people use boats and ice in the Nether, but with this specific setup, the moment that you get out of the boat, you will fall through the ice. This is nice packed ice, so it's opaque, so you can't really see through it, and then bam, you are down in your secret entrance. So you could have just one specific area that you know that if you get out of the boat, then you will go into your secret area, your secret base. Obviously, in order to build it, it's pretty self-explanatory. You put ice on the ground and have open space below it, and then have a ceiling that's two blocks away from the ground. Next, this is a redstone sort of secret entrance. And this one uses the lectern. So when you have a correct page selected in your book, you can guess, it's number 5, then the secret door opens and you walk right through. And if you're on a page that's beyond 5, it doesn't work. So once you get to 5, it will work and you can walk right through. This is what the redstone looks like on the back. Like I said, very, very simple. So let's go ahead and build this right now. You're gonna need a lectern. You'll need a comparator, a little bit of redstone dust, a few repeaters. You could use one on this line also. You'll also need a torch. For the door, you'll need a sticky piston and then any type of building block. Go ahead and throw down your lectern. Then you can make a wall of so that you can't see where you're going to. On the opposite side of the lectern, place down the comparator and add a redstone signal coming out of it. Now, go ahead and make a book and quill. That just takes a book with a little bit of a feather, and that will make that. And fill this book with some words. If you want to, you could make a whole bunch of words, and then the last one is open or whatever. So however many you want, just go ahead and do it. Sign it and then name it whatever you want as well. Now we're gonna close that and put it on the lectern. And the lectern now, as you flip through the pages, whenever you land on the one that you want to be open, just leave it there, close out, and head back here. And you'll see that the comparator will give you a redstone signal all the way up until it's at the end. And this is based off of as many pages as there are. So if you wanted to have kind of a smaller build, or you needed a smaller build, you could also set the secret page to be page 2 or something like that. And you can see that the redstone doesn't go quite as far because it's on a much sooner page in the book. Wherever you want this to go ahead and you're going to need to make a trough down below on this side. Let's go ahead and set this to page 3. There we go. Page 3 will be our secret page, and we're going to make a trough down here. And right where that redstone ends, we're going to go ahead and put a redstone torch onto that block. Because this is being powered, it will turn the redstone torch off. Now, the block after where the powered is, go ahead and break all the redstone after that, and go ahead and put down a repeater. So what's happening here is if you're on a page before where we want the secret to be, then the redstone torch will be powered. And so a line below it will be powered as well. But if we put it on a page past it, so now we're on page 4, it'll go too far and it'll power the repeater. And what we're going to do is create a little step here so that it goes down and joins our line again. And that also powers a line. So in order to open our door, the line down here needs to be unpowered. And the only way to do that is to hit that sweet spot, which is page 3, where it will power this torch. Or it will power the block that the torch is on, which will unpower the torch, which will not set the line on. Or if it's too little, then the torch will not be, the block that the torch is on will not be powered, which will actually power the torch and power the line below it. But if we overshoot it, then it will power the repeater, and that will cause the line to be activated. Now go ahead and build your secret doorway. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a JEB door, one half of a JEB door. We have another JEB door a little bit later on. It's really a classic hidden door in Minecraft. This is how you do it. Go ahead and start off with 2 sticky pistons facing towards where you want your secret entrance to be, and then 4 sticky pistons off to the side. You can go ahead and place whatever block is going to be pulled back out of the way right there already. And so it's going to pull this out of the way, and then once we power it, it'll suck all of that over to the right-hand side. Now go ahead and build a little bit of redstone above all of those pistons, and you're going to put 1 repeater in between the pistons right here that are directly in front of us, and one on the ones on the right-hand side, and give that just 1 extra tick delay. That'll be a 2-tick delay. Then add redstone dust all the way across. And now we just need to make sure that this redstone meets up there. So we can do that in a whole bunch of different ways. Just making sure that we break some blocks just like this and get it up there. If it happens to be that this is not long enough, you may have to add a repeater at some point in this whole process, probably right after the torch right there would be the best time. And there you go. So now this is all working, and we can continue on our wall here. Once we hit our secret page, which is page 3, it will open the door and we can slide right through. And if it's on any other page that isn't page 3, it will shut it off, and that redstone will just connect right up there. Moving on, this one is way more simpler than number 2. This is also a classic. I'm kind of going for some classic things, then some newer type of things, and then back to classic and whatnot. This one, you have a painting. If you know where to aim on the painting, you can walk right through it. Your painting does not have to be this big, so if you wanted to, and you thought that it would like fit with your build a little bit better, you could create a smaller painting. Not that small. There we go. Something like this, and you could fit through that as well. And then if it was like still way too big, you can even sort of block that all off and then put a painting down here, and then it's even smaller. You can break all of these and then pass through that. All this takes, it's super duper simple. Whenever you have a wall right here, just break through wherever you want your door to be. Then go ahead and place any type of fence gate. It can be any color. Place that in there. Whoops. I've missed twice. Holy moly. And then go ahead and just open that up. And that way you can pass through and nothing will hit you. And then get a painting, place that into your hand, and place it onto the wall. And depending on where you place your painting, it'll take up as much space as it possibly can. So if you want a smaller painting, you do need to place down blocks to make sure that it won't place them as big as the space is. Next, this one is a little bit more complicated, but I absolutely love this secret hidden entrance. And that is, this would be a lot better if it was in a cave or in some type of situation where it would be natural for redstone to be on the ground. All you have to do is walk into this area, some pistons fire, and now there is a secret entrance for you to enter into. And then if you need to head back the other way, you use this trapdoor to push you back down into crouch mode and leave. This will automatically close whenever the redstone stops being activated. So how this is actually working is that redstone block, whenever it gets updated, because whenever you stand on redstone, it will activate just like that. Whenever it activates, this observer notices it and sends a 1-tick pulse to both of these pistons. One piston, that one right there, will push a block into your head, which will cause you to crouch, or to crawl, I should say. And the other one will pull this redstone out of the way. Then, once the redstone becomes normal redstone again, which just happens after a few seconds, then the whole thing will push itself right back together, and it'll be like you never had an entrance there at all. There it goes. Okay, so it just pushed all of that closed. If you happen to be in survival and you want to get back through this and you need some way to activate the system again, and like I said, you do have to be in survival, all you have to do is punch that redstone right there, give it a punch, and that'll activate it. Now you can use your trapdoor and move to the other side. In order to make this, you need redstone ore, so you do need to have at least a silk touch pick, two sticky pistons, some redstone dust, a trapdoor, and a few building blocks. Let's go ahead and make the wall that we will be creating all of this in. And then we will need to make a cutout for our entrance. And it does need to be in such a way that the piston wouldn't just push you outside of this. So you do need to have a little bit of an entrance there. Now we're going to break that out and place redstone ore. That will be our activating block below it. Take an observer and point it into that redstone. And now place a block back on top. You're going to put one redstone on the ground right behind it, and one of these is going to be pointing into the piston. In order to do that, you need to make sure it points directly into the piston, so you need to put one behind and kind of come over in this way. Next, this will need to be a piston facing into this block to push you. So we're going to have to do that sort of situation, and we're going to go ahead and place down some blocks just to cover that up. That's why you see that. And obviously, if you were in a cave, you could add more blocks to make this look even less suspicious if you wanted to. Now we're going to need some redstone to head towards that piston, and that can be just done that way. Hitting the block below it should power the block above it, and everything should work perfectly now. Whoop. There we go. It pushed me down, I'm crawling through, and then I'm on the other side. If you want this to be a little bit less obvious, you can go ahead and put a block here, and then maybe try to hide a little bit of your walkway over here so that as it is still waiting for that redstone to deactivate, it's a little bit more hidden. And there we go. Now it's all closed up. Next, this is another classic hidden doorway. Super duper simple. You have this lava pillar, and obviously this one is a little bit suspicious, but you could make your lava flow, your waterfall, look a little bit less suspicious. But you go into it, just right click, and bam, you are now on the other side of the lava, and you happen to be sitting in a boat. And all that is happening here is you can reach through the lava to click the boat on the other side, which is really, really nice and convenient. And then you're just on the other side of the lava. This, in order to build, obviously you need some stone, you need a lava source in a lava bucket, and you need a boat. To make sure that the lava doesn't go everywhere, go ahead and create a little spot for it to flow into. Then make your however tall you want your waterfall to be. Then add a trough for the lava to sit in, and go ahead and place your lava there, and that way it will flow over the edge and start creating a flow. If you happened to just do something like, we're going to kind of recreate this here, just like this, and you'd think, oh, I don't need it to kind of go over a lip. Well, it will expand into other areas. Oh, yeah, there we go. I was like, wait a second, aren't you supposed to expand? There you go. So that's why we place it back one block and let it sort of flow over the edge. Because of that trough that we made before, because that is just a empty block, the lava will not flow to either side. Now just place your boat down, and as you look through the lava, you can click that boat on the other side. And you may not want to do that where you accidentally get into the lava. That would be bad. So make sure your boat is far enough away from the lava that you're not accidentally going to go into it. I mentioned this one before. A classic, almost the most classic. This is a JEB door. That way you can have a fully seamless, completely hidden doorway that will retract out of the way whenever you activate a block. Now, I've put this as andesite here to help me remember where to put my block, but you could have that be completely seamless. You don't need it to be andesite, and then only you know where you need to put the lever and activate it to walk through this this door. Now, in order to make this, you'll need at least 6 sticky pistons for either side. So that is a total of 12 sticky pistons. You'll need 2 repeaters, a little bit of redstone, and 1 redstone torch. And of course, building blocks. So let's go ahead and start with a wall. You'll probably start your build with a wall already in place. And go ahead and break 2 areas out, 2 by 2, so a 4 block area destroyed. Just on the other side of that block, go ahead and place down 4 sticky pistons, leaving a 1 block gap for you. And then over here on the side, leaving another 1 block gap, put down 4 sticky pistons again. Once again, I already mentioned this. We're just doing the double version of this JEB door in this build. Then you can place whatever stone will eventually go in this area right there, and then cover up a little bit of the top in this pattern right here. Then where there are no pistons below, go ahead and put a repeater with a 1 extra tick delay. That's 2 total ticks of delay, and then add some redstone dust throughout the system. I like to put a redstone torch down because unpowered, when there's no power going through the system, through the redstone, it will be open, and we like to keep it closed until you want to open it. So this will continue our wall right here, and if I put a redstone torch either here or here, it will activate the entire situation. And then when you put a lever on the other side and turn it on, it will turn off the redstone torch, because whenever this block is powered, the redstone will be turned off. So you go ahead and do that, and our door is working fantastically. All those pistons that we had placed in that configuration get pulled around when it gets turned on and turned off the first time. And there we go. Now we have a completely hidden door. Okay, next, this one is a little bit more complicated. In fact, quite a bit more complicated. This design is by Jax the Legend, and it uses the cool fireplace campfire in order to activate this super secret hidden door. And all you have to do is take a splash water bottle and hit that fire, and then bam, you have a secret entrance down into your base. Completely seamless, completely hidden. In order to get out, you do need to crouch. There's this half slab right here that you need to crouch through in order to get through. So hey, this could even hold like villagers down there. That's super awesome. And then when you want to close it up again, you take your flint and steel, light the campfire again, and it is completely hidden. I love this design because it is completely seamless, and it has a perfect on-off feature that most people don't know about, which is using the splash water bottle in order to turn this on and off. So in order to create your redstone contraption, go ahead and dig down 4 blocks, and then come in here and just break a whole bunch of blocks. You're going to need to have at least a 4x4 area for you to start building. In order to make this yourself, you're going to need 3 sticky pistons, 2 observers, a little bit of redstone, and 2 redstone repeaters. So we're going to head back over into the hole that I just made over here. And the first thing you're going to do is place your observer. I'm going to make a little hole for for basically oxygen and me to head back through. You're going to place your observer facing where you want your fireplace to be. And then, oh, and also you need, I keep calling it a fireplace, but it's not a fireplace, it's a campfire. You're going to place your campfire on top of that observer there. You're going to place down a temporary block and then another block. Place some redstone right on top of that. Coming off of the side of this, you're going to place a repeater. That is going to be on full delay. That is going to go into a few blocks of redstone, or a trail of redstone, 1, 2, 3 long. It's going to come down 1 block, and it's actually going to continue on this way, where it's going to go down 1 more block and 2 more with a repeater right there on an extra tick delay, so 2 ticks delay. You're going to have an observer observing this little bit of redstone right here. There we go. So its face needs to be on that redstone and the output right here. That output is going to go into a sticky piston facing upwards. There we go. Perfect. Then over here, you are going to have another observer, observing the repeater right there with the output facing up and a block on top of that. Then you're going to have a sticky piston and a sticky piston on top of each other. Now we can head back up to the top and throw our water bottle onto our creation. And as you can see, it's already fired once. So that means that we need to take this block, remove it, and replace it with a sandstone slab. And this can be done with any of the blocks that have slabs. So normal, plain old stone, cobblestone, even diorite and stuff like that now have slabs. Now this is only 1.5 blocks tall, so you do have to crouch whenever you go through that. And then also make sure that there is a block for you to jump onto on the other side. And then when you want to go back up, it's still only 1.5 blocks, so you have to crouch and then jump to get up through that gap, and now you're out on the other side. And then just to relight it, obviously, you are going to use your flint and steel to relight the fireplace, and bam, it is super secret. I hope that you found these awesome redstone creations amazing. I certainly had a lot of fun making this video, so thank you so much for watching. If you want to catch future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights, make sure you subscribe for future videos, and also make sure you leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Also, leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts. Once you've done all of that, your homework is complete. Thank you so much for participating. I'll see you next time on OMG Craft. Bye!